12, 9, 11, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mind on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, what are the rock?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Second down, Jacobs once more. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Dances by him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Inside the 10 to the 9. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Davante Adams. And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw again on second down. Allen swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 6-0 our score after 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking to beat that Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller with a touchdown grab for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have regained the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Oh. And it'll be intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing on first down is Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Allen off the play fake. Out to his left. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Raiders pick it up.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and the Bills are going to have a first down. To the air, Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And shedding the tackle, and now some room.
On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll check this down to Hines. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They run with Hines. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Allen will try to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it will stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. If you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Carr now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 25 yards that time.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
694.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Able to find Walner. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Carr completes it, and he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 7. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Jacobs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to retake the lead right back.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
You're mine. It's right. 29.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing now is Allen. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen. And complete right side to Cook.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Taken down at the 42.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, it's Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Carr going to look to throw. Looking deep for Adams.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now it's Bolden. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately